Scott, I heard you talking about stormwater and how that is created and eventually becomes part of our neighborhoods. You were talking about the roads and the crest of the road and the up and down. Does stormwater generate the flow of the road? Is that the driver? Is there a standard of how a road has to be built? Who determines that? Is that different in every county? What is there to know about the road and how that gets into our neighborhood as well?
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can do it. So usually that starts with that engineer looking at the grade of the land and then just deciding how they're going to work the road with the stormwater system. So for example, in Hayden, we've got a neighborhood called Gales Glen. That has really 3 different types of stormwater systems in the same neighborhood. So there's 2 ponds that are in people's front yards. The water comes from the road through the curb and goes underneath the sidewalk, and then there's a pond in that person's front yard, and that person then has to maintain that themselves. So when you buy a house on that lot, that's part of your lot and you have to maintain it. We've got another spot where there is a pond, but it's maintained by the HOA. And so it's also, water comes in through the curb, goes underneath the sidewalk, there's a larger pond, and the HOA is maintaining that pond. And then there's a third part, which is outside on kind of the perimeter of the project, that the water goes off from the road into between kind of curb and sidewalk. Some of that is maintained by each owner who lives right up against that, and part of that on the outside of the fence is all maintained also by the HOA.